Hello everybody, this is Adam, and today I wanted to make a little video showing you how to add a problem to Go Problems. And this is aimed at people who haven't added a problem before, aren't really sure the best way to do it, how to make a nice problem that everybody will like. So I'm going to just do a little introduction video, and hopefully this will be useful to some people. So we're going to start by going to Add Problem, and we're going to launch the graphical editor. This is the best way to add problems. And where I'm going to get this problem from is a game. And this is a game I played on Dragon Go server. And if you look at this board, it's a mess, and I don't expect you to follow this position, but there's a little Tsuji here that I played in the game that I thought was kind of neat and would make a nice little problem. Not a difficult one. Probably it'll end up being 10Q or 15Q. I don't think always hard problems are the most interesting. I like easy ones. I like hard ones. What I look for when I play a game is if there's some kind of position that's somewhat self-contained, it's cute, that'll make a nice problem. So what I found here is a little move to try and capture these white stones. And the Tsuji works in isolation, but in the actual game it failed because of a shortage of liberties with this group down here. It's quite complicated. What I'm going to do for the problem is pretend that I'm a better Go player than I am, and this shortage of liberties doesn't exist, and we're going to simplify the situation a little bit. So I'm going to start from this position, and we'll keep this on the screen such that we can add the position in to Go Problems. So let's put it over here. And okay, so the first thing we do is we've got this tool selected, which lets us place pieces down. And I'm just going to add all the basic pieces that make up this problem. So we know it's going to look like, oops, something like this. I'm holding the shift key down to get the white stones. Starting from the corner is easier because you know where everything is. Okay. So I'm just going to add the basic stones that I know form part of the problem. And a lot of times there's stones on the edge which you know are alive or connected or something that isn't totally obvious to the opponent. So for example, isn't totally obvious to the person solving the problem. So these two white stones here, I know they're connected out. And sometimes just to make the problem cleaner, I'll add a stone like that, just so that people don't waste time trying to find liberties or wondering about what happens over here on the edge, something like that. So, okay, I think this is good for starters to copy the position in. So, the problem here is how to catch those white stones. And I'm going to mark them to begin with because this is not going to be a gee, what do I do problem. This is going to be a clear how do I catch these stones problem. So let's just say up here in a little textual description, black to capture the white stones. Now, we've got the move selected here, and it's a black problem, so black to move first. And we're going to start with the correct variation. So this move to begin with, and white's obvious response, and black does his Tsuji thing, and white connects, and there's a nice little ladder. And you know, I'll add the last move just because it's satisfying for people to take it off. So we've reached the end of the variation. This is a correct variation, so we hit the correct button, and we can see over here that there's a green circle here on the end. That big thick green circle means that's a correct variation. And now I'm going to start working backwards and finding places where the opponent can choose different moves. I don't see anything here. Let's find ways to resist, okay? Obviously they have to connect, that's not interesting. Okay. White has no choice there. Okay, so really this is the only move, but sometimes it's nice just to add the stupid moves too, just because, you know, people do click them. Not everybody is working at the exact same level as the problem creator, so let's just add the stupid moves. It only takes a second. So this is a stupid move. Okay, black catches the white stones. No problem. All right, let's back up. This is a stupid move. So we've added a couple stupid moves. It can't hurt. What if white tries something here? No, nothing there. Okay. So we pretty much exhausted the correct variation here. So what if black tries something else? This type of move. Okay, white's out. And I'll continue, like if black tries something dumb, then white connects. You know, it doesn't hurt to add a couple extra moves. Okay, now if black tries this one, let's see. White responds, black, white. If black tries this rubbish, then white is going to capture. Let's see what else. There's really nothing else black can do here. Just adding all the little variations. I don't know if anyone even will explore that, but can't hurt. White might be able to escape this way, but instead of worrying about it, we've added one refutation. That's enough. Let's see, if black tries this, then white here, Atari, out. And you know, I don't always worry about the ideal refutation. As long as there's a refutation that saves those white stones, that's good enough, because this is a problem where you've got a clearly defined goal. Okay, let's go back to the top. What other moves can black start with? Well, you know, you think, what's the point of adding that? Well, you would be surprised. People click that stuff, so might as well have a response for it. One move is enough for something really dumb like that. I like to pretty much hit every possible starting move that's even in the area, because people really click them. You can see all this stuff when you go to see attempt paths. And it doesn't take long. Okay, I think we've added just about everything that's reasonable. And so that is the problem. So we're going to submit it. And this lets us add some metadata. So I'm going to say this came from a dragon game. And what game was it? 513223. If anyone wants to go see me get killed in that game, they can. This is the Tsuji problem. And let's mark it is an amateur game. And it's kind of a ladder problem. So we'll add that. And it's kind of floating in the middle, so we're going to do middle base 2. There's some simple groups, and that's that. We go down, and we had the add problem to site button, and the problem has been added. And if we go back to the main page, we see, sure enough, Tsuji by Adam. Click on it, it shows up. And what we're going to do is we're going to come back here in a couple of hours, And we're going to click on this See Attempt Paths button and see if anyone's found any variations that we didn't think of. I don't know if I've ever added a problem where I've thought of all the variations beforehand that people end up playing, because people just have different ways of playing the game. So it's always a good idea to check it. But for now, we're done, and I hope this has been helpful. This is Adam signing out. All right, so I recorded that first part of the video, and I thought, well, I made the problem, and I know I said it's important to go back and look at it and make sure there aren't any variations you missed and stuff, but I thought, well, you know, I'll check, but there's probably not going to be anything because, I mean, I'm Adam, I made the site, I've added 600 problems, it's an easy problem, how could you screw it up, right? So, well, sure enough. All right, so let's go look at the problem. All right, 50 rated users have tried it, registered users, and 18Q problem, yeah, pretty easy. Okay, 5 comments, let's take a look. So, first thing to check is the comments. Okay. What's this? Targeted stones are still caught. Ah, yes, that's correct. Oops, little variation I missed there. All right, another comment over here. Ha. Okay, Bolito. That's yes, that's catching. Yes. Okay, you guys are right. I missed some stuff. And let's look at the attempt paths. So, we'll see what people have tried. Okay. I usually turn on navigate here. And, all right. Most everyone started like this, and then, look, somebody did this. Now, that's, you know, I should probably add that. And here, 7 people tried this. That's a lot of people that are going off tree. So sure enough, I missed things that I really should have included. So let's edit this problem and fix that. And there's a flag needs fixing. It does indeed. Okay, let's fix it. So we're going to edit it graphically. And okay, now let's go to the comments. Now first, comment was added as a correct thing. So we're going to right click it and accept variation as right. Now really you should be able to just click the green thing, but I think there's a bug where that doesn't work. So we'll just accept variation as right, because sure enough there's nothing white can do to get out of it. We'll just leave it like that. And then the other one here, yes, technically this catches the stones, and since that's what I asked, that's good enough. So we're gonna accept this as right too. And add a little comment. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work in the editing. All right, never mind. Okay, so we added those 2 variations here, and then let's look at the paths. This ideally would be integrated. It's not. It's okay. So here, this is the big one. 7 people tried that. So, okay. Where was it? Here. So people tried that. Now you see over here how this line is dotted. That means it's not yet saved. So, and these are the changes to a problem that haven't been saved. Okay, so if black tries that, then what's the best response? Just play co, huh? So that's a simple answer. It's not ideal, so it doesn't count as a correct response. And we'll just make a little comment, only co. Not completely necessary, but especially on the easier problems, it's good to note that so the weaker players don't get confused. Okay, and see any other variations we should add. One person did that. Let's add that. Boom. Yeah, not too hard. Okay. And a couple people did. Somebody did that. All right, we could do that one. Was it? Oh, right, that was the correct variation. Okay. So let's see, down here, a couple people did other weird things. Okay, fine. Let's try that. They tried this. Okay, how to answer this one? Well, I'm gonna have to remember to come back and edit this out so it doesn't look like it took me forever to find a response to this move. It's a little complicated. Probably the simplest is just to fill in like this, and then black's gonna lose the liberty race. Okay. Instead of adding a million variations with every possible one, let's just end it with one. That makes it pretty clear, so it's just cut from here. It's always good to end a failed variation on a response move. So we end on the white move for the wrong variations and the black move for the correct variations. Okay, what was the other one they tried? Something, okay, this one. And then same thing. Okay, so I think we've added all the basic variations that people tried. We're going to submit our changes. And okay, so now let's go back to the problem. And I'm going to say this flag no longer applies, so I'm going to clear it. And back to the problem. And I'll add a little comment. Just say variation added. Thanks, guys. Alrighty, now with the round of editing, I think this is a fairly good problem. Okay, well, thank you for listening, and I hope this was helpful.